Oh, oh, not what I wanted to do.
It's live, it's live.
Okay. So, this is confusing.
Why?
Because it's just lagging a lot.
Well, you're not supposed to watch it there. Why do you look so tired?
Why do I look tired? I don't know.
It's like really laggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, we'll watch here. Why is it so... Where's the cleany thing?
Upstairs, I think.
Oh yeah, we are like live. Oh, this is really confusing. We accidentally went live early, but it's not too early. It is live though, right? We'll have to wait for comments. It's like super lagged, so we won't see stuff for a while. Ugh. Alright, well, first, let's get this.
Stupid skunk.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Can't see what I'm doing. Uh-oh, it does not like me doing this. It says stream resumed. My stream is continuing. It says 21 people. What is going on? Oh, it's because it's
Yeah, it's lag.
Okay, why is it so blurry?
I think it's just because of the lights.
No. No, it's like fuzzy. It won't show up for a little bit.
Look on the other screen.
Oh, wait. No, it's too dark. Why is it so fuzzy? What is this? Smooth? What's this mean?
Cut.
I don't know what we're doing. What does that mean? I think I did something wrong.
I don't know.
Maybe I shouldn't play with that.
I don't.
Nothing's showing up over here, though. 52 people watching and no one has commented? That doesn't make any sense.
Why is this stuff so confusing?
I don't know. I really don't like Google. You can say that. What the heck?
Close that.
Okay.
Don't save.
Oh, honey.
What?
Did you put the right one over there?
What do you mean?
Like, is this a different number than that one?
No.
You sure? It's the same.
Yeah.
100% sure.
Yeah. That's why we're seeing it then.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring up this one. And, oh look, there we are. It says chat is disabled. That's why.
So...
Oh, we're going to have to restart probably and figure out what is going on.
Go to
what?
Settings. Enable live chat.
That would help.
There we go.
Okay, so now you guys should be able to 75 people are watching us talk to ourselves. Guys, we don't do this like regular. Okay, you guys should be able to now, right? Alright, hold on, let me you guys might have to load it to get it. Okay, now it's up. So you guys may have to reload your screen for it to come back. In fact, I know you will if you're on desktop. Ooh. Yay!
Yes, we got it.
Sonia has commented. Sorry, guys. Thanks for bearing with us. Okay, so we're going to not look at ourselves. Actually, maybe we should just make this tiny, so just in case. So we can, know what's going on here. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Man, we've had a fun time so far.
Hi, guys. So yeah, sorry that was so like. I don't know why it's so fuzzy. What are you doing? No, I don't want that one because I want to see myself talking. Go back over here. No, go back. Oh, okay, that works. But I need to be able to comment here too.
Never mind. Holy crap! So many comments.
Oh, you know what we can do?
Germany. Dang, we got somebody from Germany here.
Can I make this smaller? But I want to see over here. Oh,
yeah, scroll down.
Okay, so that will work. Alright.
Okay. Yep.
We got stuff everywhere. Okay. Alright, sorry. Okay, we're going to get to reading questions. Are the girls sleeping? Yes, they are. Well, I don't know if Rev is. Let's see.
Good morning from Australia.
No. Rev is currently just playing with
Florida,
Florida,
Virginia Beach, Los Angeles, Ohio.
Aries asleep.
Dang, we got people from everywhere tuning in.
Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? What are they, like 15 hours ahead or something?
Yeah, like 14 or 16, I think.
Probably depends on daylight savings.
Yeah. Bosnia?
Jeez, this is a good time then to get a lot of people.
You're doing Rubik's Cube. I've got mine right here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Your thing always unsubscribes everyone, Michelle. That's not cool.
New Zealand.
YouTube has been doing that lately, so.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we went too far. We went too far. Okay, how did we meet?
In high school.
Oh, you must be new. We met in high school. Yes.
We met in
the If you are newer,
schoolies.
welcome. We're super excited to have you. Yes, we met in high school. What are you guys going to do on your anniversary? Good question. This is our 4-year anniversary. So that weekend, or that week, like the weekend before and the weekend after, are going to be filled with everyone else's wedding stuff.
Yeah.
And not ours. Because my sister is getting married that following Friday, and his best friend, Dan, who was his best man in our wedding, he's getting married in August.
Yeah.
And their, like, bachelor party is the weekend before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do kind of know, because we're dropping the kids off with Ryan's parents for my stepsister's wedding. And so Saturday, we're going to have, like, an anniversary lunch before we go pick them back up. Ryan doesn't look like a boy anymore. Well, I guess that's good.
Yo, I finally did it! That is phenomenal. Thank you.
I don't know who asked, did you own or change Levi? I don't know. Oh, did I? What? Did I own or change Levi? No. Levi, we had to put Levi down like a month ago. Or a month and a half ago. Unless you wrote that wrong. If I own or train Levi? Is that what you meant, maybe? No, well, not really, sort of, if that was your question. If I own or did, is that what you meant? Own or train? Levi, or he? Sorry.
Own or train.
Ah, okay. Sorta, kinda, not really. I got him from a service dog foundation, and his, like, public access training work was down pat, but they didn't have any of his PTSD work. He was actually originally being trained to be a wheelchair, for a kid in a wheelchair, I think it was, but for some reason they weren't able to come and get him, and so he ended up then being placed with me, and so we did all of, like, his task work for me, but his, like, actual public access work and how he acted in public and acted, like, respectfully as a service dog, that was all done. He was actually a prison pup, so he was trained by a women's prison program that trained service dogs for a year. Then he went back to the program where he finished up with his foster family, which you guys saw in his video, in his, like, last week video, and then we did his task work. So, oh my goodness, there's lots of questions. You guys are going quick. You guys are awesome. You're, like, on the ball tonight. We're not. How do you put
there are
both?
a few.
Oh, okay,
there are
sorry.
a few up above there. How long have we been together? All together, 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
Where do we want to travel to? Bora Bora.
Yeah, that's like our. But there's a lot of places I want to go.
Amanda Price, been watching since the beginning. Yeah,
yes,
you have.
Hello.
It's kind of crazy to think about, right?
Yeah, we still remember, like, all the names of, like, our, like, the very, like,
some of the people
first
at the very beginning. Yeah.
Just because, like, we saw you guys all the time right in the beginning, so we still remember you guys. Don't worry. How do you put both kids to sleep? It's very difficult. I have 2 boys, one 3 years old and one 11 months. Ari goes down an hour before Rev, typically. Both of our kids go to sleep on their own, which is a big help. I don't know if maybe your kids, you have to, like, physically put them to sleep, like rocking them, then that's a lot harder. But,
that would suck.
Ari goes down at 7, and she just drinks some milk, and then, which that's going to have to get taken away soon. She drinks some milk, and then she has her passy, and she sleeps with her pacifier, so she just goes right to sleep. If she's not ready, she just kind of rolls around usually, and then goes to bed. And Rev, she goes in her room, and she plays with some toys until she's ready to go to bed, and then she hops back in bed, and she lays there, plays with Hoot and Hoot Friend for a little bit, and then goes to sleep. Sorry. I feel I like the awkward pausing between looking for new comments. Would I ever consider actually professionally recording a Look at Me? Probably not. I actually have a semi-professional recording of it already.
Yeah. Hey, Brittany.
And I just decided not to put it up because I actually, like, the videography company that shot our wedding. At my practice, he came and he, like, recorded it at that one, and so he gave me, like, an MP3 file that's more like a professional type recording, that one. It's not like crazy professional, but it's a much more professional recording than like the live one. And I haven't. I don't know. A lot of people ask me to sing it again or to put out like iTunes, but I never sang it to have a viral video. Like I sang it to sing it to him, and so doing that makes me feel like I don't know, what's the word? Like I'm doing everything that people in the comments thought I was doing by singing down the aisle, which was like trying to just gain publicity or whatever, or get a record deal. A lot of people thought like that's why I did it, was just.
Though we could have made some pretty darn good money if we sold that on iTunes.
Carrie Underwood's version of "Look at Me" went up to number 11 on the country charts from my viral video. And it never hit any top charts because it was a cover for her. It's Alan Jackson who originally sang it. So if I had like the original, we could raise a lot of money. But I never wanted to do that. Like I sang it for him, and like that's it.
So amazing seeing how much you guys have grown since your first apartment.
Oh, we were so awkward. Yeah. And we were messy.
Really weird. Yeah.
Who remembers how messy we were? I mean, like
we're still kind of messy in the basement.
We just moved down to the basement.
I know.
But, like, compared to our first apartment, even our second, we were, like, real messy. Okay, where are we at
You're getting a Springer Spaniel.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Congratulations.
Named Lily.
Any advice for aspiring vloggers? Do what you enjoy.
Yeah, do what you enjoy. Like,
otherwise, don't do it at all.
Yeah, because it is a lot of work. It's a lot more work than people realize that it is. Like, it is probably near a full-time job for me, especially with 3 channels. And a lot of people don't take into consideration that, like, it takes time, because as much as I love interacting with you guys, it still takes time to do that, and we get a lot of comments every day, and I don't think you guys wouldn't enjoy watching if, like, creators didn't interact back with you, and it wouldn't be nearly as fun for us to create these videos and to vlog if we didn't interact with you guys. But it does take a lot of time, and so with that, and editing and everything like that, it's definitely a full-time job. So if you're not doing what you love, and you're not creating something you're passionate about, then it's not going to be easy to stick to.
And if you're doing it for the money, don't even do it.
Don't. It's not.
The return on investment is so low that it's not even worth it.
Unless the YouTube gods love you and you blow up in like super short period of time.
And even then, if you don't don't actually enjoy what you're doing, people can see. People know it. And you can
look around, too, at a lot of, like, really big YouTubers that have been doing this for how long are quitting or completely changing what they're doing. Because even with the money coming in, they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It still doesn't keep them there because they don't love what they're doing. And so they change it or they take breaks. So you definitely have to find what you love. And don't be surprised if it takes you a while to figure that out. Because I don't feel like I don't want to say mastered, but figured out like the editing style that I like for our vlogs until the last 6 months. And we've been doing this for over 3 years, I think. So although like I love vlogging, it took me a long time to really find like an editing style that I really like. And like Ryan had his channel originally that he thought he was going to be really passionate to do, but he ended up not being super passionate. So then he found his unboxing channel, and that took a long time to figure out. So it's all trial and error.
Well, my original channel, it's not even that I wasn't passionate about the topics. I'm passionate about everything that the channel was going to be. I just realized that wasn't the right platform for me to go about talking about those topics. So, I mean, live streams I would totally do live streams, but you know, just
Ryan doesn't always filter properly. Did we miss something?
There's been a bunch of little stuff.
I want to just skip over people's comments. Starter camera. The S120. Canon S120. I think that's a good starter camera.
Yeah.
It's not like crazy amazing quality like a G7X would be, but it's much more affordable, but it's still like good enough quality that if someone comes upon your channel, they're not going to be like, ooh, their quality's terrible, you know? Like J-House vlogs, I think until recently, I think they just started using the G7X. They were always using their S120 because it's so much smaller. I do miss how small that one was.
Whatever happened to Loki's with Tim and Tammy?
Yeah, with my mom. And he still is training because he does actually work still. Some of you guys may not know that. We actually have like a family friend that has PTSD, and he does go out with her a lot and works with her. So he is still working. We've been like kind of looking not like crazily looking, but looking for someone that might be a good placement for him. But right now he has been working with that family friend whenever she needs him for high trigger situations. So he is working and he does really good, but Ryan is allergic to him, unfortunately. So, if you guys don't know, Ryan is allergic to dogs, like in general.
Yeah.
So he just happened to end up being more allergic to him, which we didn't know.
We are 24. Somebody asked how old we are.
We're 24.
What would you have named Ravenary if they were boys?
Not telling you.
Yep.
Yes, because
we're keeping those on the DL.
We plan to either adopt a boy or, well, we will. Like, probably for sure. Like, when we do have an adoption, it'll probably be a boy. And if we did have another kid, it could be a boy, and that name is still like stuck there. And sometimes for adoption reasons, for safety reasons, sometimes they do want you to change the name, so it's still there. So we can't tell you guys yet.
Okay, we're like way behind on comments, so we're just trying to catch up.
Honey, we have plenty of time. We're only 13 minutes in.
I know, but like,
okay, I'm
we're
sorry,
like
guys.
all the way back here.
When is Ari going to walk? You know what? I wish I knew that answer too, because she is difficult beyond belief. Okay, we're gonna have to skip some of these comments, guys. I'm sorry, because we're like falling real behind. Have I ever been a Girl Scout? No. Am I planning on getting another service dog? At this point, probably not, but I might get like a mobility service dog if my EDS gets any worse when I'm older. Would consider being a consultant for beginners? No. I don't think I'm good enough to be like that. And there's so many awesome channels out there, like video creators, and video influencers, and yeah, there's a lot of awesome ones out there already for you guys. Does Ryan have his own channel? Yes. Where you been, Michelle? Yes. He has Uncreated Crowd, which is he unboxes. Sorry, I'm talking so much. You talk. What do you do? Tell me.
I unbox crowdfunded items, you know, through like crowdfunding sites like Kickstarter, Indiegogo. Super fun. A lot of neat products, and hopefully, at least I know I'm going to be getting some really awesome ones coming like late summer, early fall, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some more stuff in the future as well. Get some more really awesome.
Hi, Sheila from West Virginia. Hi, another Illinoisan.
Are we interested in sports? No, we don't care about sports.
We don't watch sports at all. How am I feeling? I'm actually doing pretty good. It's a roller coaster of emotions for sure. Just trying to stay I'm not going to say my usual positive self because, guys, Ryan will let you know I tend to be a bit of a pessimist. But I'm trying to just like focus on the good things right now. Because there's just a lot of stuff that has happened over the last month or two, so, you know. Have you seen Roman Atwood's new Backyard Project?
No.
I did not know he was doing. I've been watching randomly. We used to watch Roman Atwood every single day, but we haven't lately.
We don't watch Casey at all anymore.
No.
We used to watch Casey Neistat every day. Until he stopped, and then...
Then we stopped.
Yeah.
I check in every once in a while, but...
Really?
Yeah,
I don't even know last time.
For those of you guys, Ryan is not as much of like a YouTube watcher as I am. He does watch some, but I am like the real YouTube watcher. How is work, Ryan?
Work is swell. Still going 5 days a week.
Any chance we'll come out west?
Possibly.
Maybe.
I mean, there's definitely people to visit out west for sure. Yeah, every once in a while it skips to the bottom, so we have to scroll back up.
I need more footage of Rev carrying the camera.
She hasn't really asked lately.
Yeah, she hasn't. Well, we only really gave it to her when she asked. Like we don't try to like force her into filming or anything like that. Just kind of keep her interests. Did we watch 13 Reasons Why? Yes, we did. In like a couple days.
It was like a week.
Oh, was it a week? Okay, yeah. In a week. That's still kind of bad.
If you guys want a great, clean family movie, Pure Flix.
I remember just heard about that.
There used to be...
no, that used to be it, and it came back. That's what it was.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, like for some reason it shut down or something, and I just saw Heidi, I think, from Mother and App and shared that it came back. Are we looking for more couple friends?
Yes.
I feel like we're always looking for
Well, even though we've made friends and we keep saying that we're gonna get together,
yeah,
and we never
do. The truth is like we're kind of loners, but so like we have some friendships that we really should be working on, like developing more. But yeah, but I'm also like I'm very introvert when it comes to like being drained with social interaction. So like I physically can't be around people all the time. Like it's just so emotionally draining for me. So that also doesn't help.
And it's like we always try to plan things for the weekends, and we're always busy on the weekends. Oh yeah, 10%. Dang, this eats up the battery. That was at like 30% when we started.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Crap. What would your superpower be if you had one? I would be Wolverine. You know, knives coming out of the fists, and immortality comes with it. So I don't know if I really like that.
Well, I've never put thought into this. I really don't know. I don't know.
Well, thank you, Jocelyn. She said my videos are so interesting and fun. I appreciate that.
I agree. I think they're great, honey.
Well, thanks.
Even when I have to listen to you say things 10 times while editing.
The video that went up yesterday.
He was so mad at me.
Well, I filmed it. I got like 5 minutes into filming it, and then the camera shut off. So I got 5 minutes, and it didn't save any of the footage. So I got another 5 minutes into it, and the camera shut off again. And then I get halfway through the video after we get it fixed, and Ariana says, "Stop it. Just start over. Start the video over." And I was not happy.
Well, you guys have to remember that, like, he has not been doing sit-down talking videos as long as I have. So I knew that because
I'm super choppy.
He's got... No, it wasn't that. It was because... And this is, like, another tip for you if you're newer. If you find yourself, like, constantly having to start things over if you're doing, like, sit-down videos, just stop and start the entire video over. Because your mind just kind of gets into this... I don't know. It just gets into this track of continually messing up like that. And did you even notice that when you started over, you were way more fluid and you stopped doing that?
Yeah, no, until I got towards the end when I hadn't already done. But yeah.
But it was way better because he just continued to do it. And so I told him, I was like, just stop and start over. And he was mad at me. He was like, that's starting over. I was like, start it over completely. He's like, completely? But I was right.
Any advice on being on the worship team?
Sing. Remember that you're singing God and not the audience, and it's not a performance. I think that's been one of the harder things for me. Is like I constantly am worrying about how I'm singing and how I'm playing, and forgetting like who I'm singing to. And I feel like that's kind of like I always got so freaked out because I didn't play guitar like really at all until I got on worship team, and our worship director Matt was like. He saw the videos of me playing guitar, and he's like, "You're playing again." It's like, "Oh, okay." And so I hadn't really played guitar at all since before the girls were playing. And so I was so nervous, and every single Sunday that I was on, I'd just get really freaked out, and I'd end up messing up because I was just overthinking everything. But this last Sunday, I wouldn't say I did great, but it was probably one of the better times I did playing guitar, and it was because I stopped focusing as much on how I was playing and how I was singing. And so that's a big thing, is remember that it's not like singing in a talent show, you're singing to God, and doesn't matter. Just don't focus on being perfect at like playing if you're playing an instrument or singing if you're singing.
Some people asked if we've met Cullen and Katie and Daily Bumps. Yes, we have.
They're awesome people. We did at Vlogger for 2 years ago, right?
Yep. A bunch of loners, homebodies also.
I feel like I missed a bunch of comments.
There's a bunch. Michelle, Ariana does not give me puppy dog eyes to get Chipotle.
Ryan gives me puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, because she doesn't like Chipotle as much anymore. How is that possible? I don't know.
Probably because you fed it to me so much.
I did not hand feed you anything.
We had so much that I just couldn't, and I kind of feel like it just stopped tasting as good. Maybe it's because we stopped getting sour cream
delicious,
and cheese
though.
that I started getting bored with it.
Maybe. How do you stay so patient with the girls? We don't always. Yes.
We're not perfect parents. Remember, we show you guys what we want to show you guys. We don't show you the disappointment. We don't show you guys us losing our patience, because we definitely do. We're normal parents. And Rev's in the terrible food stage, and Aries in the stage where she's screaming.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So, we're not perfect.
Just today, Ariana went grocery shopping, and I stayed home with the girls this evening, and I lost my patience with them. Aries just screaming. And Rev is doing I don't know what. She's just being crazy. Hitting Aries sometimes, and all kinds of nonsense, and it's just like, stop! Please!
We haven't really talked about it on the vlogs, but one of the biggest things Rev has issues with her sensory issues is aggression towards Aries. She knows, like, she shouldn't hit, but she gets, like, really tense and needs to, like, let out her frustration, so she'll, like, tense up, like, because she knows she's not supposed to hit Aries, and she'll hit and she'll run away, or she starts kicking, things like that. So we have to redirect her a lot.
She'll cover up, and she'll, like, hide in shame right away.
She knows, like, she's not supposed to, and she feels bad about it, and she'll come back and give a hug, kiss, say sorry. But that can be very stressful. Thankfully, Aries is, like, the sweetest little thing, and she still loves her sister, and even when her sister hits her, she still wants to be right next to her. But, yeah, we don't always have the best patience with our children. We are human. How's our healthy eating been going?
Not good at all.
I did better shopping tonight. I shopped pretty processed, but ingredient-wise and like what was in it. Since I got sick, we just derailed, because after I got back from the hospital, I told Brian, well, we'll talk about this in the vlog on Friday because we already recorded that today, but I told Brian, just go and get food, because I could barely move. Like, we just needed simple food, and so we went back to eating gluten and dairy. We haven't fully made it back better yet.
Would we ever do meet and greet? We have a couple times.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, been a couple years since we did any. But yeah, absolutely, we'd do some in the future if we knew that there was a specific area that there were a bunch of people in that would come. We would definitely do that. Would you ever consider discussing more controversial issues? Gay marriage, feminism, gender roles in marriage. Well, my original channel was entirely based on controversial issues of this sort. Honestly, we try not to get into any of that too much in the vlog channel, just because we try to stay family friendly.
Yeah, and we don't want our comment section to turn into debates. Most controversial thing that we're open about is the fact that we're gun owners, and Ryan considers Aries, and he has a gun on him probably 70% of our videos. And that's like the most that we do, and that's because like that's really a part of our life, and it's always there. Like, we're not gonna hide it, and it scares away the crazies, because you'd be stupid to walk into our house uninvited, because there are crazies on the internet.
Yep. How's Daisy doing on the raw food diet? She's been doing
great.
Phenomenal.
She's been so crazy and back to her normal self, to a point that Ryan said, "Can we put her back on real food?" Or not real food. That's not real food. Put her back on dog food.
Yeah.
Because she's
back to like her
back
crazy stuff. Yeah.
But she's been doing great. She's been doing really good.
Yes, we've met Ellie and Jared.
Yes. Seriously, everyone is almost exactly like they are in their videos.
Yeah.
They're all great people.
You play drums on the worship team. That is excellent. Do we still have the picture that you drew? We do. We save everything that we have ever received from the Fred thing.
We do. We have everything.
Everything.
What are we going to do when the girls want electronic toys? I don't know what kind of electronic toys you're going to want at an age where they would ask for them. Like, they have, like, my parents and Ryan's parents have some electronic toys. And they play with them there. And I'm not opposed to some things when they're older. Like, I had this electronic math toy that I loved when I was a kid. And so, like, once they're an appropriate age, it's the biggest thing for me is electronics in the first 3 years. That's when it can be more of a hazard to, like, their developmental growth. And so that's really when I try to stay away from it. But in terms of, like, always being away from electronics, I think that's a bad idea, because our entire world is based around electronics now, and that's what it's going to be moving forward. And I'm part of a Montessori group, and someone had asked about this, like, how often people, like, someone said that they had gone to the library and they were mad because there was a screen there, and, like, a lot of people are saying that they didn't want screens anywhere in public, basically. And I was like, that's such a disservice to your kids, because
Sorry.
I'm over here watching a YouTube video.
I was checking something.
So that's, like, such a disservice to your kids, because we live in a world that is full of technology, and that is where our world is headed and will be headed forever now. And by keeping electronics and that sort of thing completely away from your kids, you take away the interest from them, and for all you know, they could have come up with the next biggest thing in technology, and technology and the knowledge of it is going to be so important for Generation X especially. Like, as soon as our kids are old enough, they're going to learn coding, like, because it's just something that they should know.
In fact, there may be a few of those type of products on my channel coming up.
Yeah. So I don't agree with keeping electronics away from kids entirely. It's that first couple of years that I think they should be much more minimal. So it depends on what kind of toy. So back to your question, what am I going to do when they ask for electronics? It depends on what they ask for. But at this point, they don't seem to really care at all. I would much rather do something else.
What is your dream house? Out in the middle of nowhere. Not really the middle of nowhere, but on like 100 acres minimum. 100 acres minimum. Totally self-reliant house. Entirely off the grid. And it's spectacular. You know?
I would like to be off the grid.
But we'll still have phones and internet.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, as far as style goes, it'd be like a rustic, contemporary. I think we're pretty far up still.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
I think I'm just going to have to skip over some guys. Yeah. I'm sorry. That was long. I need to stop talking so much. I talk a lot. Oh, no. We're done. Am I going to put the girls in a tumbling gymnastics classes? This is something we keep going back and forth on. Because there's a chance that they could have EDS, and doing that can make it much worse when they're older. And so I don't know right now. I think if anything, we'll put them in dance, because it will be gentler.
More gentle?
More gentle. Yes. More gentle on their joints. And so, yeah, I want to put them in something.
Most embarrassing childhood memory? I have no idea. Most embarrassing childhood memory? No clue, because I choose not to remember embarrassing moments.
I remember being in gymnastics, and we did like a home gym, like almost like a pretend meet, where like we had to come up with our own thing on whatever we were doing. And I remember I was doing bars, and I had a wedgie, and I picked my wedgie right before I jumped to the higher bar. And I remember my coach like was mean about it, and like said something that made everyone laugh, and that was really
that is funny.
It's probably Elaine. She was a jerk. Oh, she's a crazy lady. If you ever come down to Florida, yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
One day.
Do you see people from school who are shocked to see you guys still together and with kids? I choose not to relate with anybody
I
that
see
we
a
went to
couple
school
people
with.
from school, and they have kids now themselves. Actually, that's kind of funny. The only people that I've stayed in touch with from school also have kids now themselves.
Yeah, because everybody else went to college and got drunk and high and just stupid.
For our classmates, it's kind of true.
Yeah.
So, not all of them. Not all of them, but at least the ones that post on social media a lot. They did.
What states have you been to? Alabama. Not Alaska. Not Arizona. Illinois, Wisconsin. Well, outside of the Midwest, because obviously we've been to pretty much every state in the Midwest. Colorado, California, Washington, Florida, Virginia/Maryland, aka Washington, D.C., Alabama, and South Carolina. And I think that's it. Pennsylvania, too. I've been to Pennsylvania. Ohio, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana, not Louisiana, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota. You name it.
That's some good places. Do we have plans to go see Brittany and Joe's new house?
We would love to. We were originally planning on doing that this year, however...
Well, we probably will, anyways.
This year?
Either this year or next year, because
yeah, next year.
Yeah.
But probably not this year, like we were hoping.
Yeah, we'll see.
Have you continued visiting the state parks? Not yet.
Are we doing it this?
Yeah, we should do that on Saturday.
That's what I thought. This Saturday, I think we're going.
We still got to figure out which one we want to go to.
Yeah. We are planning to continue.
Yes, however, it's been like almost every weekend has been something coming up, and it's been ridiculous.
How did I meet Brittany? YouTube. She commented on my video before I think the video went viral.
Yeah.
And that's how we met, and I just went and checked out our channel, and that's how we started talking.
My 2-year-old is having a hard time trying to talk. She knows words but doesn't want to speak. What do you recommend I do to help her out? That is a good question. If we knew, we would help Ari talk.
Yeah,
because she knows words. Like, every once in a while, she'll say something, and it's like,
heck,
wait a second.
She was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star the other day with me. Like, she knows how to talk. She knows how to walk.
Yeah, but she just doesn't want to do it.
I think really
she's stubborn.
It's just being repetitive with them. And then I know sign language can help a lot too. A lot of people think the opposite, that sign language will stop them because they have another way to explain what they want to say, but it's not actually true.
Well, the kid's moving. He's flipping around.
It's not actually true. It actually encourages them to speak. So, that's one of the first things that speech therapists do with kids that are delayed in speech, actually, is teaching them sign language. So if you haven't done that yet, try that.
Ariana needs to open up a children's store. With what?
With what? Though, that would be actually the idea, is doing like an offset. What's it called? I don't know.
What do you mean?
What's it called? When, like, it's not your product, but, like, people can buy the
resell?
products. Yeah.
You're a resale?
No, because it's not used.
You're a distributor?
Yes, that word. Maybe in the far, far, far future.
What is your favorite church song?
Probably what Kier just mentioned is Be Thou My Vision is Send the Hill. Sensley by Passing, that's like been my favorite.
I don't know, there's a lot that are good ones.
With time, what I'm going through.
I don't know where Elevation Worship came from, or when they came about, but I feel like their music's been blowing up everywhere.
Well, it's because...
And they've got a lot of good stuff.
It's not blowing up everywhere, it's because Matt keeps giving it to me to do.
Like, I've been hearing more of their stuff on the radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard them on the radio yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They came out of nowhere.
Every time I'm on worship team, there's an Elevation Worship song on there.
They're pretty good, though.
They are really good. I like their stuff.
If you had to leave the USA, what country would you move to other than Canada? The ocean. I'm kidding. That's horrible. I don't know. Because I know too many bad things about other countries, but I don't know any good things. And that's not to say that every other country is horrible, but, you know, every country has their own issues. and that's pretty apparent.
Was it Turkey or something?
Maybe I'd move to Israel. Maybe I'd go to Israel. You know why?
Why?
Because it's the land of Jesus. No, actually, the reason I thought of that is because everybody, as far as I'm pretty sure that everybody, it's mandatory to be in the military.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like, for 2 years or something, I think. It's mandatory. And so, you got a whole bunch of people around the place that know how to operate firearms and defend themselves, and I'm all about that life, so maybe Israel.
Yeah, but you're also about personal choice. You don't want to go somewhere where people are forced to
True.
do something by the government.
True, but it seems like a lot of people are happy about it.
Yeah.
Or at least they're not bitter.
How often do I teach the girls? I get this question a decent amount. How often do I teach them, or when do I teach them? I teach my kids with play. Like, everything that they play with turns into a teaching moment. And I think that's why Rev knows as much as she does, because, like, there's nothing that she plays with when I play with her that there isn't something she's learning. But, like, my homeschool stuff that I just did at the homeschool hall, this coming fall I'm going to be starting, like, more proper time with her, and more of, like, a preschool-based, like I said, curriculum, sort of, but not really, because it's based on unschooling, but also not. I'm doing a separate video on that, guys, because you guys asked for it. But, during that, I'll probably be, because Rev could take a later nap, but I have her just go down when Ari goes down, so I can have more time with myself. And so I'll probably just have her go down, like, an hour later, an hour or two later, because preschool type stuff we don't need endless hours in preschool. We don't need endless hours of stuff. And Ari can actually do a lot of the things that we're going to be doing too. She won't learn and take in the information like Rev will, but she can still cooperate and do them. And if I place Rev at, like, a higher table for, like, any kind of project that we're doing or something, then Ari can't touch her. So there's that. You gotta work around it. Ari does play by herself sometimes, so.
Would you be interested in starting an SPD parenting channel or series? Not Rev-centered so much as what you guys do. How would you handle it?
I hide in a room? I'm just kidding.
Kinda.
Sometimes you gotta hide in a room. I wouldn't do a whole other channel. Like, I don't think there's enough.
Maybe as, like, a collaborative channel.
Yeah.
With getting other people to do videos as well.
Like things that are similar, like SPD or ADHD or autism, because those tend to be things that go hand in hand. Like Rev just has SPD. Mm-hmm. She could have ADHD, but that's not diagnosed till older usually. But I have it, and it's hereditary, so there's a chance she could. But, and also right now, I just don't have time for another channel. What YouTuber would we like to meet?
Roman Atwood would be a fun one to meet. Lou from Unbox Therapy.
I would like to get to know Colin and Katie better.
Yeah.
We've only met them once, but they're like someone I'd like to get to know better.
Dude Perfect. The guys from Dude Perfect. I'd love to meet them. Yeah.
Show us my wedding rings. Here they are. There's my wedding ring. Well, just my engagement ring. Come on. Are they called wedding rings? My wedding ring is just this. It's just like Ryan's, but thinner. It's just like his. It's a titanium. It's like an etched or something. I don't remember the name, but I like it because you can't see scratches. Like the way it's designed.
Even though I'm pretty
there are
sure
scratches on it, but they're not noticeable because of how it's designed.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Just put a blanket under you next time.
Sorry. I don't know where we are.
Just keep going. Just go.
How does coffee affect my anxiety? I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee.
Go to Starved Rock. Actually, that was one of the ones we were thinking about possibly going to this weekend. We'll see.
I kind of want it to be like a whole weekend thing.
Yeah. Yeah, plan on having more kids or adoption? I feel like that's the question we get asked the most. We're not sure about any more biological kids, but we will definitely be adopting in the future. Hello from Pennsylvania. Amanda just got her CCW. Woo! Nice job. They're sleeping.
She's moving around a lot.
Oh, that's excellent, Amanda.
Would we consider doing a live stream once or twice a month? I want to start doing them more regularly. We have been bad at that.
Ryan, how do you get your hair to sit like that? Gel. And then you probably can't really see the gel anymore, and that's because, oh my goodness, it took me a long time to realize it, but you put gel in your hair, and then it's all, you see the gel, and everything's clumped together. So then just throughout the day, I'm constantly like doing this, and it disperses the gel, and you can't really see it anymore, and then the hair's just sticking up nice. This how I like it. When did you first decide to start doing YouTube? When we had a viral... Actually, no, before that.
Just before that.
Yeah.
I mean, it had gotten like...
It got like 200,000 views or something like that. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Too bad we don't have... Did you get root beer?
No, I thought about it, but remember, we were trying to be healthy again, so...
Yeah, but root beer sounds so
I
good.
even put back watermelon sour candies.
Oh, that's
They were
good.
real cheap.
Was it one of the big bags?
No, it was the Target brand. I was like, oh, you know, I'm going to just try these, see what they're like, but I put them back.
I may have eaten a few Swedish fish today. Bob, who sits next to me, his wife, a dentist, sent him with almost a 2-pound bag of Swedish fish.
That's funny.
And everybody's like, so did she give you the candy in one hand and business cards in the other?
That's funny.
Okay. Good night. Remember Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans. No. That's the wrong verse. That's Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah.
I know it, but I can't think of that one. You could go, Bora Bora. Any family vacation soon? Actually, yes. In just a couple of weeks.
Yep.
We're going to Tennessee.
Oh, enjoy that.
Just a couple weeks here. We're going to Tennessee, and then we are going to Wisconsin with my whole family. So my parents and Mitch and Katie and the kids will all be heading up to Wisconsin for a week-long trip, staying in the house, and it's going to be awesome. And the kids are going to be crazy. Yeah, What time do you guys normally fall asleep? Anywhere between midnight and 1. Most of the time. Sometimes closer to 2. Will you do more singing videos on your channel? We're gonna machine gun these questions, okay? So you gotta make them real quick.
Oh, now?
Yes, now.
My personal channel, I haven't done anything on there, maybe.
How's Rev doing with her SPD and therapy? Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
She won't let us put her smoke detector in.
Yeah. She doesn't want it anymore. Are you going to homeschool the girls all the way to 12th grade? It really depends. The girls, depends on them. If they want to continue homeschooling for that long, we will. If they want to go to a school, we will let them do that. Yeah. As long as we are able to find a good school in our area. They will not ever go to public school. I mean, they might. I can't say never. I can't say never. But there's like a 90% chance they'll never go to public school. Because I hate public school. Oh, just now able to comment. Man.
What do you want? What? Oh, that's funny, Stephanie.
Mitch and Katie aren't really on the vlogs. Do they not want to be online? Yeah.
Mitch is not like crazy about being online.
Stop recording us.
Katie's just meh. But the kids, they're kids.
Oh.
Run around, you know? They do cute stuff, so we try to record them. We haven't been recording at your parents that much lately.
No,
so
except for the kids.
Yeah.
Really. Why is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just we're enjoying family time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like lately I haven't really been that excited to pick up the camera.
Gotta fix that.
I feel like way back, first apartment back, I would just pick up the camera and ramble about anything and everything. She hated it, but I did it, and I enjoid it. But
Did I make you not like vlogging anymore?
No, it's not that. I feel like everything that I think of to ramble about is either not appropriate for the vlog channel and not like inappropriate content, but just
political.
Yeah, political stuff, or just calling people stupid, or exactly. Or it's either that type of stuff, or it's just like, why would anybody want to hear that? Like, here, I could really describe to you what I did at work today. That could be fun. I made a connection to a database through Java to return data into the program I was making to send an email to save and basically send information. See? There's nothing fun about that at all. You don't want to hear that. And I don't want to tell you about it. And so I feel like that's just one of the reasons why I haven't really picked up the camera that much. Unless I'm showing something else.
Yeah. You gotta come on and talk about more stuff, I guess.
I used to have interesting things like color isn't really color. The color green that you see is not really green that I see. Maybe. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. See, I used to have conversations like that.
We're supposed to be quick.
Yeah, and then we got sidetracked.
What's it like having girls? Emotional. Like, they're emotional. I mean, boys might be too, I don't
know. Would you come to New Zealand? I absolutely want to come to New Zealand. New Zealand looks like a beautiful place. That is definitely on the bucket list of places to go.
Ryan, are you more a PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox. I had an Xbox for years, and then I sold it, and I've never looked back. Though every once in a while, I do get the urge to, like, I just really want to play one quick game. But I don't have anything, so therefore I'm not going to play it, because I wouldn't just go spend a couple $100 to play one game one time,
Awesome. Quick explanation.
I know. It was spectacular.
I played PlayStation mostly growing up.
I hated PlayStation.
That was, like, all I played. I don't play video games now at all. I played Xbox when I was, like, a teenager, but I never played, like, I don't know, I played things like SSX Tricky, which was, like, a snowboarding game. Like, that's what I played. And then growing up, I played, like, Crash Bandicoot and Monster Rancher. Oh, such a good game. PlayStation games were real great back then.
What is your advice on high school? As far as what? I don't have any specific advice in high school other than just don't do stupid things and stay away from people that do stupid things.
As cliche as it sounds, really.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yep.
Because when you get out of high school, all those people will go a different way, and
you'll never see them again, and you won't care about them at all.
That's not true. He is really negative about high school.
I hated high school.
Though, he met me there, but he's always so negative about high school.
Well, yeah.
He never met me.
But I still didn't like anything else about high school. Have you heard anything lately from Elaine and Austin? No, actually, I don't know if you have, but I have not heard anything from
putting out stuff as frequently.
Wow.
But he did just put one on not that long ago. What's your usual Chick-fil-A order? Go.
Well, before that, since you got tired with Chipotle, what do you like to eat now? Chick-fil-A. What's your usual Chick-fil-A order?
Spicy chicken what kind of salad is that?
Cobb salad.
Cobb salad with avocado lime.
Avocado lime.
So good.
Lime ranch
dressing.
Lime ranch dressing. I pretty much just go with the flow. Hopefully, we always have a coupon, which we never do. But whenever we do, I just...
like always do.
Not always.
Okay.
A lot of times we have a coupon, but not always. So I pretty much just eat whatever I get free with the coupon.
Does Rev still love owls? She's not been... No, she hasn't been as into them.
She still loves Hoot.
Oh, yeah. She loves Hoot.
Yeah. You guys should do some challenges on the live videos. Really, what should we do? We could do something right now. As long as it doesn't involve any props or anything, because we've got nothing but ourselves.
Or being loud.
And our...
Because we're right below our children's.
Yeah. What countries, areas have you thought about adopting from? I want to adopt from Kenya.
You can't, though.
Don't ask me why, but that was always just the place that came to mind when I thought of adopting.
The adoptions are closed there right now.
But you know what? We're going to adopt from Kenya.
So they're going to open back up by the time we adopt. Like, I considered Russia. I've considered here. I've considered China. I've considered a lot of places. I don't feel like I have, like, I don't know. I've considered India. It's been a lot. I don't know. I just want to adopt and just give a child that needs a home. And so, at this point, I've just looked at what laws are in certain places to see, like, where we could adopt from. Also, of course, keeping money and costs in mind, too, because we're running supplies of money. So, just kind of all over the place with decisions right now. But we've talked about that, like, once our kids are completely... Can you stop being weird? Once our kids are completely out of the house and grown up, that we would like to adopt kids that are about to age out of the foster system.
Foster.
Foster. What? Oh,
like you're not actually adopting them.
No, we would adopt them.
Yeah, I guess.
We'd be adopting kids that are about to age out in the States so that they have a home in somewhere. But we want to wait until, like by about to, I mean like sophomore in high school probably. So like we have time with them and stuff like that.
Like probably between the ages of like 15 and 17.
Yeah, something like that. But we want to wait till our kids out of the house because at that age and having who knows how long they've been in the system or not, there's a lot of things that you'd have to work through, and so we just would rather our kids are grown up and out of the house so we don't have to worry about having to take care of them as well as deal with kids that have been through a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, our adoption plans are like short term and super long term, so
I'm really excited about them all though.
Yeah, I am too. But I also don't want to fast forward too far because, you know, like I wouldn't speed up time because I'm like, no, slow down. Right. How do we come up with our girls' names? Revelyn, I made up. Don't remember how. Airly. Should I tell them how I feel?
No. Remember, that's supposed to be a secret.
Okay, it's a secret.
If somebody's comment was reported, that was Exo Cassie, and she says she apologizes. She did not mean to. Oh, we already answered that.
That was almost 2.5. I feel like
we answered a bunch of these already.
Yeah, you're, I don't know. Keep going, down. You probably scrolled too long. Have I ever sang that song? No. What do you think of Reba McEntire's Back to Black? I feel like I listened to it. It was really pretty, but I can't, like, crazily remember it. Would we let the girls have a cell phone? Yeah, when they're older.
No, it's at what age
would
you let the girls have a cell phone?
What
it depends.
I got mine in 7th grade.
Yeah, I think I was about the same.
Now probably like 6th grade.
It really just depends on...
And their maturity.
Not only that, but like not only where we're at in life, but where the kids are at. If they're going over to friends' houses a lot, and they're in like 5th grade age, so 10 or so, and if they're going out a lot, like obviously to other people's house, whatever, we might give one to them a little earlier.
But it would be very strictly.
Yeah, it would not be just here's a phone, here's a brand new iPhone 8 or whatever, and have at it, it'd be like it's one of those Nokia dinky, rinky-dink things, you know?
Nokia rinky-dink things. So maybe they can get a hold of us for email.
Or, what's that? Not a cricket. It's there's the green phone
that has 4 buttons on it.
Yeah, it's just 4 speed dials.
So embarrassed.
Uh-oh,
we went up again.
Play Have I Ever.
Do you want a boy? Yes, we'd love to have a boy.
Whoa, are these all comments we haven't seen yet?
Yeah, these are all comments we have not seen. Okay. Alright, we're going to try to answer these actually quickly. Kendra, I don't think we skipped it. I thought we answered the question. At what age would you like girls to have? So, okay, we got that. And then we got into it. Thank you. Ariana, how do you stay focused on your beliefs with your girls and push over and about parenting wants about being on my beliefs? Like my faith beliefs, or like how I raise them, like no electronics and stuff. Leave more information on that question, and we'll get to that one down there. If I wasn't a stay-at-home mom, what career field would I be in? Probably some kind of architecture, interior design. Ariana, what do you think of the spelling of Emily? So I would pronounce it Emily.
Or Emily.
Or Emily.
Is how that looks to me.
I would just put Emalee. That would be cool. But I would pronounce it wrong if it's spelled that way. Do you want a boy? Yes.
Spirit for Tennis. You have been around for a long time, apparently, if you saw that video. Because that was, like, probably within the first month or two.
What?
The color video I did.
Oh.
I kind of want to go back and watch that now.
Oh, my goodness. Process of self-training service dog.
Legal-wise.
Nothing. Like, the dog just needs to have tasks. In the States, we're talking States here, it needs to have tasks, obviously needs to act like a service dog, have proper public access manners, and it's a service dog. Beyond that, there is no legality except for that. Obviously, you need to be able to prove if you were ever to go to court that you have a legal reason to have a service dog. So you just need to be able to make sure that legally, like, you have been diagnosed with something that legally makes it you disabled to have a service dog. So.
I don't know how to say that. Hydrocephalus.
If you haven't, there's a service dog playlist on our video that talks about how to go about either self-training, like slightly talks about self-training. That is something you really need to research yourself. I can't give everyone information on that. There's just a lot that goes into it, or it just talks about the process. So check out that playlist and watch that first.
Would we ever consider coming to Georgia? Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd consider going to, like,
I would like to go
state,
to every state,
once.
all 50 states.
Yeah.
At some point. We remind you of you and your husband. You'll be married 12 years, July 2nd. That's coming up. That's like 2 weeks away. Congratulations,
yeah.
Patricia. That's excellent. Our girls went to public school, but if they were to go now, I wouldn't let them.
Yeah, school is a lot different now, too.
Yeah.
What are we watching on Netflix right now?
Nothing.
Yeah?
No. We're done with every season of anything we're watching. Well, except for I'm still watching Parks and Rec. And you might still be watching.
Yeah, I'm watching Supernatural right now.
But those are individual. We don't watch those together.
Different interests.
Yeah.
What are your pet peeves? Don't either of you do that. Either of you have any? Pet peeves.
You're nothing. If I ask you what's wrong, nothing. What are you thinking? Nothing. I can see it on your face when something's wrong.
You know me too well.
And then you lie. And then you lie to my face. Say nothing. Nothing, sweet.
I love you.
What didn't you like about high school?
I didn't get to tell my pet peeve.
Oh, sorry. Go
That's
for it.
my pet peeve. Is when his pet peeve. My pet peeve with him though is when I'm talking and he's making funny faces at the camera. I do not like when he does that. He does it all the time, but you guys don't see as much as he does because I'll yell and be like, "Stop it!"
How should someone deal with bullying? bully them back.
No.
I'm kidding. That's horrible.
Do not tell
I'm
people
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding.
That is not what you do. That is Ryan's bad sense of humor. Honestly,
depends on what type of situation.
I just stood up to bullies. It also depends on your personality. I am a very quiet person because I got bullied a lot with having a service dog, and I would get bullied a lot when I wasn't there. My friends would say "Hey, this person was talking about you behind your back," and I would just legit walk right up to them at the end of school and just let them have it. Mm-hmm. And they learned quickly.
It was always funny to see their face when she did that.
Yeah, or there was this one time, Joe, he walked by and made some kind of snarky comment. I don't remember what it was. And he made some kind of snarky comment, walked out the door, and I just walked right up to him and just let him have it. And he was with 2 other girls. He was so embarrassed, so flustered. He did not know what to do. And later, one of the girls that was with him sent me a Facebook message and was like, that was awesome, because he's totally it sometimes. So that's what I did, but I know not everyone's personality is like that. And so I know it can be scary telling someone, because sometimes, especially depending on how the school handles it,
or if it's even in the school.
If it's even in the school, it can be made worse. Bullying, though, on the internet, the school can take care of. If you're getting bullied on the internet by someone, that is, the school's area. They would take care of that. Because I was bullied and I had no idea on the internet, and about, someone making a joke about making Levi prom king or something. And so, without me even knowing, the school, took this guy in and talked to him and told him, what he had done was completely inappropriate, and kind of filled him in on a little bit of stuff without telling too much about me. And me and him actually ended up becoming more friendly at the end. And so our school dealt with online bullying, and so if that's what's happening, like I said, it depends on how your school is going to go about handling it, because if they handle it the wrong way, it can make it worse. But I do think that telling someone is important, and that also talking to a closer friend about it, so that you have someone to talk to, or a social worker at school, definitely, but talking about it and not letting it just internally fester is super important.
Advice for sophomore year: keep at it. You're doing awesome. You're almost to the end.
Still have 3 more years.
Yeah. Out of 12 years, that's almost to the end.
You're almost an upperclassman. That's exciting. That's exciting.
I don't care about being an upperclassman. What didn't I like about high school?
So bad at advice for high school.
Yeah. I didn't like everything about high school.
Advice we gave earlier. He was bullied.
Yep.
You didn't like the people.
I didn't like the people. I didn't like sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, learning nothing. Okay, I learned a little bit, but nothing really of that much importance. Some of the math stuff was good. Science, as far as physics, good to know. Everything else, nah. I just didn't like it.
How do you say your name? Pratibha? Well, I'm saying Heidi. I'm probably saying your first name wrong. But how? And then Mommy and Lucas said she's an ex-addict. She is an ex-addict, but I've found the Lord and have been clean for 1 year and 8 months. That is awesome.
That is phenomenal. That's amazing. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you sent us a letter quite a while ago, kind of telling us a little bit about your story. That is phenomenal. Favorite Chipotle meal? Bowl with white rice, chicken, mild, medium, corn, and lettuce. And chips. Finally getting to see you live, I just want to say. Started watching vlogs from the very beginning. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Isaac. Isaac, why don't I see comments from you?
I don't know.
I feel like I haven't seen a lot of your comments. I'm going to go look them up. You need to comment more.
Can you make a video of your experience in high school? Actually, I was just telling Arianna the other day. I kind of...
more of his experience.
I don't know. I might do a live stream, or I might do sit-down video.
For our
kind of
channel.
Just going through some of the things in my past and my anger issues and all that. But I don't know. Because, I mean, there's so many stories that I could tell.
Oh.
So many, not good stories per se, but, like, you know, it's interesting memories. Let's put it that way. So who knows? That may or may not be coming soon to a screen near you.
Dang, we missed lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going back. Cool. No.
Oh,
no,
up,
no,
down.
I've been thinking about online schooling because this school is just so different. I'm scared to go. Any advice?
I've been thinking about online school.
Yeah.
I
take it you're in like some kind of public school. I did online schooling actually for the like online schooling at school for the end for my senior year. It was so quick. I didn't learn anything. I just memorized things and just kept doing the tests until I got it right. And then what's ridiculous is with online classes, you can finish like what takes an entire semester in 2 weeks, which is just kind of crazy.
Another reason to hate public school.
But if you just move there, like give it some time. Like it's gonna take time to get used to being in a new place, obviously. So don't give up yet. You just gotta give it a chance.
How would you react to each other if you met when you were in elementary school? Who knows? We probably wouldn't be married.
Why not?
Because we would have been two totally different people, growing up in different circumstances, and
we went to elementary school in the same areas. Doesn't mean a bit different.
Yeah, but you would have seen me growing up, and you'd probably been like,
angry.
I don't like that kid. Been watching your channel for a while. You've inspired my relationship. Well, thank you so much, Brianna. Brianna. It's hard to tell sometimes with names. You never know which way to.
Have I seen
where
Anne with an E? Yes, I have. Or is that Annie with an E? Because I haven't seen Annie with an E like that, but I've seen Anne with an E.
Love this. Actually went out without my service dog tonight. It was a big mistake. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Riley. I know you both married at a young age. So will me and my girlfriend. That is excellent. Congratulations. Any advice?
Communicate.
Yes, communicate. Read some marriage books.
Yes.
We read.
His needs, her needs. For men only. For men only. Like the man reads for men only.
Yeah.
Definitely marriage books and 5 love languages. It's like a must.
What's your biggest fear with your children? I don't know. Biggest fear with my kids. That something would happen to them.
Yeah. Apart from like every parent's worst nightmare, which is losing your child.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other than that.
Oh. Other than YouTube, have you ever thought of working from home? Yes. Numerous times. A lot, actually. I have a lot of health problems, and a kid called me Purple Lips. Uh-oh. My sister walked up and broke the boy's finger. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. But funny.
Yeah. Funny, but not funny, but... Oh, jeez.
Have you ever watched One Calls the Heart? Never heard of it.
I have not.
Eyebrows, meaning your funny face.
I like his funny faces, too.
Is that an Oakley from Gone to the Snow Dogs on your shirt? It, in fact, is.
Yep.
Oakley from Gone to the Snow Dogs. So Ryan, knowing Ariana so well, what is her least favorite food? And Ariana, same question for you.
You don't like coconut.
Least favorite. There's too many foods that are disliked in this household.
By me?
peas, green beans, mushrooms, mustard, fish,
coffee.
Shrimp.
You do not like the flavor of
No,
coffee.
I hate coffee.
Coconut. I don't like the flavor of coconut.
No.
Pumpkin, you're not even fond of either.
No, not really. Sister and brother-in-law are celebrating their anniversary tomorrow. That is awesome. Congratulations.
Arianna and Ryan, what were your dream jobs when you were younger? I wanted to be a forensic scientist until a forensic scientist came to my school and killed my dream that it was nothing like CSI. See, it was like she did exactly what they do in CSI, but she didn't get to actually like work with the detectives like hand in hand. Like that's what I wanted to be more like involved. Which I guess if I moved to a small town, then I probably would have like could have had that. But I wanted like the state of the art equipment and stuff, and that you don't get in a small town. So yeah, but literally that was like what I wanted to be from 4th grade to 8th grade, I think, or something.
I wanted to be a firefighter just like my daddy.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
I'm not.
Oh.
It's not a bad thing.
What size clothes do the girls wear now? We only buy 3 t-shirts and 2 t-pants, and they wear the same.
Yep. Easton and Ellie are from Illinois also. What part of Illinois are you guys from? How well do you know some of us? I bet you don't realize that you and I tweet a lot, Arianna.
Well, your name doesn't look super familiar, but I would bet that I know who I tweet a lot.
See, it would be great to know more of your stories and your experiences.
People I tweet a lot are Autumn. I know I tweet her a ton. Who else do I tweet a lot? I know Liz and I tweet a lot. She tweets me a lot. Her.
How are the girls doing with homeschool? Reb seems to love it. Ari's too young to know what she's doing.
Yeah. Where else are we looking? Is it weird that we feel like we know you so well and you have no clue about us? I watched from the beginning and I'm so like Arianna, it's weird.
Brandy, you've sent us a couple letters.
And we've been watching.
So we do know some of you just through comments or you guys send letters or whatever, and so we know you, we interact with you. We just don't know you nearly as much as you know us. And that's just kind of the way the internet goes, I guess.
Yeah, and it gets harder
to like
interact with everyone.
That's leaving. We're not done yet.
Good night. It gets harder to interact, obviously, as like our channel has grown.
Yeah.
But we do like remember a lot, and especially if you like send us them all the time. Like with Twitter though, Twitter's confusing for me though because I only look at like the main handle. So like if your handle, like your actual handle, is what you have on YouTube, then I probably won't like put the 2 and 2 together because they're different. But I mean, if you like comment a lot, we usually will remember you. And sometimes we'll be like, this person hasn't commented in a while. Where did they go? Will I ever come to New York City? Yes, Ryan and I want to go there one day together.
Yep.
I have been there when I was in high school.
Hey, Kelsey Morris, I see you're like adding to a previous comment. Can you just re-type the question because we don't know where that is.
I'm drinking this. Someone asked.
Will you guys do more live streams?
Kirkland Signature. Sparkling kiwi strawberry. It's like the ice, but it's the Costco version. Do both girls know sign language? Ari, again, knows it, but refuses to do it half the time. Oh, today, though, I've been teaching her to tell me she needs to go to the bathroom by touching her nose. And today, she's sitting on the windowsill, and she's just being weird. I'm like, do you need to go to the bathroom? And she goes like this. And I'm like, I don't know. And then she crawled down and walked to the bathroom and hit the toilet. So I was like, okay, I'll put you on the toilet. And then she keeps, like, hitting herself. And I think that's what she's doing. I think she's trying to sign like this, but instead she's hitting her head. So I'm not so sure what she's doing there, but it's cute.
That's funny.
You answered what your dream jobs were. What are your dream jobs now? I feel like a lot of people's dream jobs, and mine is just to be able to raise my kids.
Yeah.
I love YouTube. Like, if I chose, like, if YouTube was, like, a full-time income, that would be, like, my dream job, because it's my creative outlet. Like, I love doing it. I love interacting with you guys. I like creating stuff. And so it doesn't feel, sometimes it can feel like a job, but it doesn't, for the most part, feel like a job, just because it's so much fun, and I like doing it. So.
Yeah. My dream job would be business ownership and being able to do it from home. So I can be with the family.
Thank you, Jordan.
Sorry, Amanda. I read it and then she was answering and then I forgot what the question was.
What was it?
Do we plan on doing more live streams?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'd like to do more. We just don't know when.
I'd like to do them regularly. We're just so bad planning stuff regularly.
Yeah.
Some of us we already answered. Will y'all? Yep, we answered that. We finally caught up. Do you shout out on every single person that sends you large packages? Yes, we do. We do. We open. Well, we used to like open them on camera, but then that like got way too long. For those of you who've been around like a long time, you remember that we used to open them, like physically open everything on camera, and sometimes read part of it, and it would end up taking like 15 minutes of its own. And so now we like open up everything before, and then we'll like show it and say thank you. So, how did we come up with our channel name? Well, we have a video on that. It's called the meaning behind our name change. I don't know if you're new or not, but our name before, we had two different names before. The Flooders was originally, and then the Flood Fam. And then when did we change to It's Us?
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago, yeah.
Like March, I think.
Basically, we just realized our name was way too confusing. No one could ever say it. It didn't really, I don't know, it didn't embody us, even though it was our name. But It's Us is more supposed to be like it's just it's us. Like, it's an authentic family vlog. Like, it's just us. It's not a reality show. But then there's like a bigger part to it with like it's us that are going to be the change in the world. It's us that have to make the difference, and like it's us that have to teach our kids to like raise them properly. Like, there's a bigger meaning to it. But the most simple one is it's us. Like, literally, truly us.
Somebody asked what it was like for you to first see me with my blanket, sleep with this.
I don't remember. I probably didn't judge him at all because I had a blanket at the time too. I mean, I still have it. It's over there, but I don't sleep with it.
Actually, in fact, if you're wondering what, it's this blanket right here. It's nice, big old.
Yeah. I would be hypocritical if I would have judged him, so I did not.
Every night, this is my only covering, and because Ariana steals the comforter. Oh, yes.
Ariana, do I ever go shooting? Yes, I do.
Oh, just you wait.
And Ryan, what do you carry on you full time? He's got it on right there.
Smith & Wesson Shield, 9mm. What are you looking forward to most this summer? Probably family vacation up in Wisconsin.
So cute.
What?
Sarah said, my son RJ5 asked if Rev is in our world, meaning means pretend. And I say, yeah, she's real. That's so cute.
Then he has to go play with her. That is so cute.
I love how kids' minds work. Like, it's funny. Oh, tonight, I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. I don't know if you've seen it. But Rev asked to have her iPad. And I've been, like, not giving it to her at night. And I said no. And she said, but I really, really want it. Oh, it's funny. See?
That's the way to go.
No shame.
Do you still have the sign? Oh, the flatter sign from like the one we got for our wedding. We do, and it's in a container on the floor over there. Yeah. It was apparently under our bed since we moved into this house, because we were wondering where it went. We were hoping we didn't lose it, but it is in fact over there.
We are 24. I feel so old. I feel like I'm being old. Not to say that if you're old and 24 that you're old. I feel like I'm getting older. Like, it's getting to an age where, I think it's the age where everyone around you, like, people that would save your life, like firefighters and your EMTs, when those people start becoming your age and musicians, like all the people on singing on the radio, are younger than you all of a sudden start to feel really old.
Okay, so Kelsey's question was, her son has SPD, he's 3, any tricks or anything that she should know, like places to go or things to do with him?
Do weighted blankets work? Weighted blankets depend on your child, definitely. With Rev, when we first got it, she loved it, and now she's like real random on if she'll actually use it or not. We have a weighted lap pad. It does make a difference with her in her stroller and in her car seat. And as far as places to go, it's more like places not to go. Kids with SPD. Strap is all messed up. I know though that apparently Chuck E. Cheese, some of them just started like one Sunday a month or something like that. They have like a sensory friendly day or like a couple hours for kids or something like that. We haven't done that with Fred yet. But like
no, because it's during church.
Yeah.
Remember, that's why they did it during that time, because it's the least money
kind of rude,
that they would lose.
Still, they tried.
Yeah.
Means something. But my biggest advice is just stop. Biggest advice is just patience. It's hard to have patience, but like talking through things, definitely telling your child what is going to happen before you go into the situation. Like with Rev, sometimes I do that. It's like telling her like what to expect before we actually go in somewhere, and just like patience and not trying to push her to do anything. With like a child that doesn't have sensory processing disorder, if something stresses them out, you may just be able to pick them up and take them through, and they'll be fine. But if you do that to a child with sensory processing disorder, they're gonna have a complete meltdown. They're not gonna be able to cope until they're out of the situation. So talking through things with her, and if she's like not ready to move, not trying to push her to do it, is a big thing. And then sometimes when you have a child with sensory processing disorder, you just have to use the tools that you have, like an iPad when you're going grocery shopping, or like any kind of fidget toys. Like she loves her fidget cube. So those kind of things. Hopefully something helpful.
Somebody asked how old we are.
I said that.
I'm 24. Okay. Him, Kevin.
Oh.
What do you fear about most? Honestly, nothing.
You don't fear anything?
Like, just as a constant fear? No. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have like a constant fear.
I don't know. Like,
losing you, maybe? I feel like that's the only fear that ever comes in my mind, like semi-regular, like fear in the eye or something.
Yeah.
Especially with everything happening right now, like in my mind, I'm like, just don't let me lose Ryan too, because that would be like, could not. Oh, the stringer for Rev. Yeah, we have that.
Yes,
sorry,
we
are
do. Oh, Cade, yes.
That is in her room. She can't have a lot of stuff out in her room because she'll play with it and pull it down. But we have like a bunch of art that's in her dresser, right inside her closet. On her dresser, and it's on there.
If your subscribers sent decorations, you hang them up or put them in a box. It depends on what it is.
We used to always hang them up, but since we moved, we have not like made a wall. Yeah, we've talked about making a wall, but we haven't done. Yeah. So right now, but if like someone made something like hang or something like that, then we usually hang it up.
She's 32, and all of her high school songs are now called oldies. You guys spoke about the feud between you guys and my parents when we were younger. Were both parents supportive when we were getting married? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it was probably that stuff lasted for about a year after it started. But after that, I think it was pretty much everybody's on good terms, and it's been smooth sailing ever since. Jody, we already answered that question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Fireman, forensic scientist. Ariana's side of the screen is a little blurry. Yeah, we don't know what the deal is over there.
We cleaned off the camera, but I'm not really sure what's going on.
Is it the lighting? I can't. I think it's the camera itself. Huh. I don't know. My faves YouTubers are in the house. Is that what I'm hearing? Ryan? Oh, you texted me. I didn't text you back. My apologies. Yeah, Daisy's doing good. How do you deal with your PTSD triggers?
One trigger at a time.
You pull them.
It depends on what it is. Like if it's nightmares, you just kind of lay there and breathe. If it's alcohol, I usually remove myself from the situation if I can, and if I can't, then I just try to focus on something else. Depends on what it is.
If you're to visit one vlogging family, specifically in Northern California, which one would it be? I think it would probably be like Cooley Co.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the Motley Bunch.
Yeah.
I don't really like them that much.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're just kind of
Yeah. I mean, maybe now that they got a pool.
Are Cooley Co in Northern though? Don't they travel a little bit to get to them?
I know, but I'm pretty right. Ryan,
they're not that far away though. Right?
No, I'm pretty sure they're pretty close.
Why don't you guys hang out more?
Because I don't think they're that close. I think they're probably like an hour and a half or so.
That's like an easy trip.
Peoria anytime. We have no current plans to go down to Peoria. I'm sorry, Justin.
No, not currently.
What kind of church do we go to? We go to a Bible church. Christ following, Bible believing church.
Tips on children's stuff for Christmas, but to also be minimalist. I actually have a video on that specifically. It's called. Hold on, let me look it up. It's not that far back. I put it out around Christmas time, I think. Videos.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, Kevin asks, "How did I propose to you?" I snuck out of the house to go meet her at a friend's house, and we're standing in her friend's backyard. Yep. And I popped the question.
The video is called Minimalist Toys, How We Handled Christmas and Birthdays. It's on my personal channel. Ari, kicks her legs in her sleep, and it's so loud. Every time she moves, it sounds like there's a herd of elephants in her room. But we didn't know any of this, of course, until we moved down here.
My sister had a baby 2 years ago when I was 15. Do you think that having experience with kids when you're younger helps to be better with them when you're older? Yes, I would agree so.
Wait, what was it?
Basically, if you have experience around kids when you're younger, it makes it easier when you're older. Absolutely.
Well, you teach your kids about gay marriage. Of course. I think shielding your kids from anything is stupid, personally. Obviously. I don't understand that. Not telling your kids. I just don't get it. Why would I not? And even if, our beliefs may not necessarily agree with it, we always love, and there is no reason for me to, teach my kids not to be respectful towards others and to love other people. So, of course I would, but it wouldn't make sense not to. We rescued a Great Pyrenees a couple weeks ago. People were starving and abusing her. We were trying to get weight on her now. Any tips?
Get her to eat a lot. I don't know.
Ask the vet, because I'm not a vet. I really don't know. But obviously it's going to take time, because those people were dumb, but you saved her. So it's just going to take time. You're going to have to talk to her vet, though, definitely, because they'll be able to give you tips, because I don't know, like, if a dog's been starved, if it's smart to, like, give them more food, or if they should still be, like, weaned slowly on it, because, I don't know, their system may freak out if they've been starved, depending on how much, and all of a sudden they're getting a ton of food. So, ask your vet.
When you're old enough, how do you feel about your kids starting a YouTube channel? If YouTube is still a thing, sure. I got no problem with it. Heck, that's what we do. What are your favorite types of candies? Sour candy. Pretty much any sour candy. And I'm a happy person. Would you renew your wedding vows? Yes. Yeah. Eventually, I'm sure we will. What is the song you were singing in the car on the vlog in Levi's video? Or
Beat on my vision, ascend the hill version.
Oh, is there a way for me to send a picture of my nephew? Because it's absolutely adorable. Twitter would be the best place.
Twitter.
Have you seen the new Cars film? No. Was it good? Have you seen it? Do you guys want more kids? Yes, we'll be adopting. Not sure about biological children. My daughter has sensory processing and autism and gets really upset in stores. I've tried bringing coloring stuff, but it doesn't seem to help. Do you have any advice?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Try bringing coloring stuff. Rev won't color in stores. I know, like, I'm not one to usually suggest electronic things, but an iPad is a lifesaver for Rev when you're out.
Yeah.
So, like, if your daughter has, like, a favorite show or something, put that on something that she can watch, do that kind of thing. Fidget toys are much better than, like, coloring, because you may have to find what her fidget is, but, like, the fidget cube has a bunch of different things on it. Rev loves that, so that's a good one. Otherwise, like I said earlier, just, like, talking through with her what to expect before you go in, and not just bringing her in all of a sudden. Oh, Ryan, there you go.
Have you ever been to Japan? I would love to go to Japan.
Ryan hasn't been out of the United States.
No. Do you like Tim Hawkins?
Hawkins.
Yes, Hawkins. Oops. Tim Hawkins. Yes. He's a pretty funny guy. The government can.
Hey, Stephanie. Oh, that's awesome.
You're due August 1st. What do you recommend to pack in my bag?
Halifax, Canada. Oh, hi, Hannah. Hannah's long time here, too. How do you view our first vlog ever? You gotta go way back.
I think the only way is to just scroll.
And scroll.
Scroll.
I think it's called, like, We're Vlogging or something like that.
It was uploaded April 1st, 2014.
No, but that's not our first vlog.
Oh, true.
That's, like, when we started daily vlogging.
You guys are the #1 best YouTubers. Well, thank you, Ellie Panda.
When people say that, I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, why?
Because, like, there's just so many more awesome YouTubers out there. I am due August 1st. What do you recommend to pack in my bag? Well, Sarah, I have a video on that. Really, though, there's, like, I would say watch the video, and I'm not trying to be like, hey, go watch my video. But that's going to give you all the inside details from watch Aries. I think I was, like, 38 weeks pregnant, and I talked about, or I showed, like, everything in my bag. Because, like, that'll give you the best information, because it was my second time having a baby, so I really knew what I needed. That's on my personal channel. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Got like a new Russia comments. Favorite sport? We don't care about sports at all.
We actually watched the World Series, though.
Yeah.
We did. We got kind of into that.
Now with 2 kids, will you do? What is in my bag? With 2 kids. Like a
like a diaper bag? I've thought about doing that, and then I always forget. Why did we decide to pursue YouTube? We never really decided to pursue YouTube. Our, like, YouTube start is way different than pretty much everyone else's.
Yeah.
Because, like, the first video we ever uploaded went viral, and, like, I started posting cover songs just because people were asking. Like, before it went viral, but it was getting views, and then it went viral, and then started posting a little bit more, and then posted the husband tag, and then people were like, vlog, and then we vlogged. So, like, we actually started, like, doing YouTube consistently because of you guys asking us to. And then we just fell in love with it, and then I fell in love with editing, and then I learned more about it, and now it's become more of a passion. So, that's just kind of why, I guess.
I think it's going to be time to end this soon.
Yeah, we do have
to end soon.
It's 10:37.
Yeah.
Do we have a certain theme for our kitchen, living room, bathroom?
No.
No.
Nothing
Our color palette's always been like green, brown, blue. But our kitchen table's black and white. So, it all flows together, but there's no exact thing, I guess.
Katie Goodman has the same anniversary as us, but 1 year apart.
I've seen her comments before, right?
Yeah, I think you got married 2014, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
It's real good at dates.
So a year after us. But they've talked about daily vlogging. What is your advice? We kind of hit on this earlier. Sorry,
I'm moving you guys back a little bit.
We kind of hit on that earlier, but do something you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Make sure that, I don't know, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
What potty training seat do we use with Ari? We use the Prince Lionheart one. There's two. There's a hard one, which we use for travel, and then there's the soft one, which is on the toilet. We use that with Rev and Ari. And you can get it at Target, actually.
Have a good night, everybody that's leaving.
Good night.
Hannah, Deb.
If y'all meet each other when you were in elementary school, if we didn't meet in elementary school. We met in high school. Would we ever go to VidCon? Yes.
We actually planned on going in 2015 instead, but we ended up going to Vlogger Fair instead, and we'll eventually make our way over to VidCon and Playlist.
Hopefully.
But no, eventually we will just.
Yeah, we don't have endless money.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to go to everything and meet as many of you guys as possible, and I really wish that there was some kind of YouTube convention, like, more in the Midwest region. But though they just started Playlists up in DC, so, like, that's more the ish area. But Ryan's.
It's still East Coast, and that's as east as you can get.
No.
DC is pretty much on the coast.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it is not on the coast.
It is essentially on the coast.
I don't know.
Okay, it's within 50 miles of the coast. Guaranteed.
What do we think the girls would be when they grow up? I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, maybe not like the coast.
I could see Ari being a dancer. She loves dancing. Rev? I don't know. Rev's gonna take over the world or something. She's plotting all the time. You know what? Hold on, sorry.
No, you're going way up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is that a real gun? Yes,
yes.
That is a real live gun.
Real deal.
Sorry. What is your advice about self-confidence? Oh. I guess my advice is, I feel like everyone is constantly working on their self-confidence. I don't know. I kind of feel like those that say like they're super confident are lying. Because because it's human nature to second guess yourself and second guess everything. And so I guess for me, it's just reminding myself that what others think of me, and as cliche as it is, that what others think of me doesn't matter. And in the grand scheme of things, everyone around you, not necessarily everyone around you, is going to be in your life forever. And so it's important that you really look within to what the kind of person you want to be, and to not let what others think about you, especially those that aren't close to you, affect you. And I know self-confidence is the biggest thing. One of the hardest times can be when you're in college or high school, and especially with those people, is don't let what others say about you or what the social norm is affect how you want to be or what kind of person you want to be. I know it's just so cliche, but it really is I don't know, it really is what you kind of got to do. But it's also important to remember that everyone is working on it. Everyone has their downfalls with their self-confidence in some area of their life. And so, no, you're not alone if you're struggling with that. Of course, some people have more self-confidence issues than others, but I really feel everyone has some kind of self-confidence issues that they're working on. And I kind of think if they say otherwise, they're lying. Good night. And everyone's saying good night. What's a good editing site? I use Final Cut Pro, which is not a site. It's a, what's the word? Program. It's a program. But you don't need to spend the money on that if you're just starting. I definitely say, if you have a Mac or what's the word? If you have a Mac, I can't think. It's getting late, guys. If you have a Mac, start with iMovie, because you don't need to spend money, and it's super easy. Final Cut just has a lot of add-on things. You definitely don't need that if you're just starting.
Ooh.
Meg, how are you doing with your EDS lately? Greetings from fellow Zebra. Well, today I'm pretty sure I dislocated one of my ribs, so that answers that. Yeah, so I've been having really painful breathing all day. But other than that, I've been doing okay. We're gonna have to end this, guys. I think it's getting real late. Ryan's so tired though. It's not even 11. I'm not tired.
Probably Ryan's just tired from sitting here.
He doesn't like to sit. He doesn't like to sit still.
Yeah. Ever. What is your advice on troubled friendships and or relationships?
Why don't you talk? I've been talking. Maybe that's why you're tired, because I've been talking too much. Sit up. Get on in there. Go talk to them. Tell them all about how to deal with troubled relationships and friendships.
Communicate. It is a Fitbit. Sorry. Communication is I guess cliche as you would say. It is. You just gotta communicate.
Great.
No, I know, right?
You're doing awesome.
You're doing great.
You are.
I mean, honestly, if you can communicate, you can work through the differences. Yes. But you need to be able to, so if you're having an issue and there's a disagreement or somebody's feelings are hurt, you need to try and be empathetic and put yourself in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective, see whether it was something you said that maybe they got upset about and you didn't mean it that way. Well, it's because they took it a different way because they're in a different place in life. They go through their own set of circumstances. They have their own worldviews, and so they don't understand or perceive things the same way that you do. So you need to try to understand that and relate better to them in that way. Also, sure, compromise.
I was saying that. It's another thing.
Yeah.
Also, what else?
I would recommend reading a personality book. Personality Plus is one that we've both read. And understanding personalities, both your own and other people's personalities, is huge.
Helps you not get offended as much by what they say or do, because you understand that their brain is just, it works differently. It doesn't give them an excuse. Now it can if they haven't read the book themselves, but like if you and your spouse are reading it, it doesn't necessarily give me an excuse to be hard-headed and be in my way because I have a choleric personality. Because I've read the book and I understand that, like, the book talks about, you know, the shortfalls of the personalities and the strength of the personalities. But I know because of reading the book that, like, I am more apt to be more strong-willed and want my way and think my way is correct. And Ryan is phlegmatic and he thinks his way is correct and he will think that I'm stupid in his head, but he won't say it out loud. Because that's just that personality. But at the same time, like, we know we don't use him as an excuse, but we understand that, like, if like he does something, like, I know why. Yeah, it's his personality.
And once you understand the personalities and you can recognize somebody's personality, you can then know better how to handle different situations.
Yeah. So that you don't get to
right.
Especially with clerics.
Yeah.
Or you can figure out how to get a cleric to do something by telling them they can't do something.
That's like Rev's personality. Yeah. Will is stubborn. She will fight you on just about everything. But if you make it a challenge, how fast? Hey, Rev, how fast can you get dressed? She's so excited and she's gonna do exactly what you want her to do. Yeah. And it's just like knowing that little thing has
the biggest difference in meltdown.
Oh my goodness, yes, it saves frustration for us. Yeah. I mean, even then, sometimes I still get frustrated and don't think about it, but just little things like that can make such a big difference. Any advice on how to maintain a strong relationship? Everything we just said. 17, and I have a lot of trouble with self-confidence because I get talked down to a lot because I have ADHD. That's hard. Honestly,
Again, my personality, I say, well, can you hyper-focus on something for 8 hours straight? No? Okay, cool. Then you're not as cool as me. I am, like, totally, if someone, I know, not everyone's like that, though. So, if you're having issues with that, though, it can be helpful to, instead of just, like, taking whatever someone may say about you or struggling with it, is focusing on the positives of it or informing people. Because ADHD doesn't mean you're stupid. Like, a lot of ADHD people are extremely intelligent. We just have to learn a different way. Sometimes we need a little extra time on things. Sometimes we need things to be read to us, or sometimes we can't have things read to us. We just learn differently. Doesn't mean you're stupid. And it doesn't mean that you can't learn. And so sometimes just educating people can help a lot. But also focusing on the positives. Especially if, like, you aren't the type of personality that's going to just stand up to someone and say something back. For you, is focusing on what are the positives that ADHD brings to me. Because there are positives to it. There definitely are. Like, I can drink all the Coke I want before bed, and it's just going to make me tired. It's not going to make me stay up late. That's pretty awesome. Caffeine works opposite. Though it doesn't work opposite on all people with ADHD, but with a lot of us it does.
Will you recommend books in your vlogs or make a video of recommending books? We did a long time ago. Who knows? We might. Honestly, we haven't been reading nearly as much as we used to.
Okay.
But we'll see.
We need to.
Yes.
You learned along the way how to help Arianna with her anxiety.
Yes. There's a video about that on Arianna's channel from like a month ago. month and a half ago.
Having a spouse with PTSD.
What is your advice on going to college? Know what you're going to college for and what you want to get out of it.
Yeah.
And know that the degree you're going to get is something that is actually applicable in the business world and is something that you will actually be able to get a job in.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like Arianna said, you're most likely not going to get a job in that degree or in that field.
My biggest thing is don't go to college to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Right.
Like, obviously talk with your parents and talking about them, but that's like my biggest thing is don't spend $50,000 to figure out what you want to do with your life.
And to piggyback on that, if you do decide going to college is the best thing for you,
which it is for some people,
and the route that you want to go with your life, excellent. But you should look at taking gen eds at like a local community college to get all those courses out of the way at a cheap price, and then going to like a 4-year school to actually do your the classes that are actually necessary for your degree, like in that specific field. Because you see people spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year for your first 2 years. It's basically all gen eds that you could take anywhere for 1/100th of the cost.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with going to community college to get your gen eds.
Exactly.
Nothing. Especially like getting that out of your way before you like pursue like if anything, if you know you're going to go to college but you don't know what you want to go to college for yet, like don't spend your money at an expensive college trying to figure out what you want to do. Take your gen eds at a community college and then maybe go to a college that's more something you want to do in more your area of what you want to study.
What do I do for a living? I work in IT. I work in the IT department, solving problems, programming different things, fun stuff. Let's answer 2 more questions and then we're going to call it a night.
Yes.
Because it is late.
Are we done?
What questions do you want to answer?
I don't know, pick one. No more awkward silence. Pick one. What do you do for a living?
I just answered that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just focusing on something. When the girls are older and able to stay home alone, would you get a part-time job, Arianna? No! I wouldn't. Because I'd still be homeschooling them. Most likely. And I still have other hobbies and interests. And as long as, like, his job or whatever we're doing allowed me to stay home, I'd still stay home. Because I'd still, like, take care of the house, when I do. And my PTSD is not getting in the way. And still be there for my kids and stuff, so.
Would you let the girls get a part-time job when they were high school age? I was forced by my parents when I turned 14. I haven't decided if this is good or bad. We haven't really talked about it, but I will absolutely recommend that my children work from a young age. And I've even heard of people saying, hey, you just turned 12 or 14, whatever. You have to buy all your own stuff now, outside of necessities. And people that are put into that type of situation oftentimes go on to be successful because they realize they had to work to earn what they got, and that is definitely
like the normal Christmas and birthdays.
Well, yeah, that's gifts. That's not the same. But I've even heard of, like, obviously, chores, getting paid for chores.
I'm not paying our kids for chores.
Yeah, exactly. There's, because then
I like what that one kid said was, when our kids are old enough and they're reading books and stuff, is that they'll get paid to read leadership books.
Yeah. Exactly.
They read the entire Bible. I will pay them a pretty penny.
And do like a report.
Yeah, do a report on it.
But yeah,
proof.
You gotta. The way I see it is, the more opportunities we can give our children to develop a good work ethic, the better. Even if at times that seems mean, so be it. That's life, and
I'm not here to be your best friend and make life easy. I'm here to raise you so that you'll be a respectful, good human being and be successful. So
exactly. And now we're gonna end it here, but I just want to throw one thing on top of that.
Oh boy.
Is like when you ask your parents or your grandparents or your great-grandparents, if they're still around, they would say that all I want is to make my kid's life better than I had it. I want them to have a better life than I had. Well, look where that's gotten us in society. It's because the parents have been continuously trying to remove all of the struggles in life, all of the obstacles, all of personal responsibility. And where's that gotten us as a society? Everybody's trying to just feed off the government or
do as little work as possible.
And it's horrible, and it's destroying society as we know it. And it's all because people wanted their kids to live a better life, and so they removed those struggles and those obstacles in life. So I don't want to do that for my kids. I want my kids to maybe have it even a little more difficult on them than I had it, because I don't even have the best work ethic. I mean, I have a good work ethic, don't get me wrong, but I
could be better.
I got by with a lot of stuff when I was younger, which honestly I probably shouldn't have, but you know, that's life. So there you go, little word of wisdom from us. Maybe Hannah's still here. Hannah, weren't you going to bed like 20 minutes ago?
Alright, we have to end it because it's late.
We are going to
end
it here.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe we do need to do these more regularly, because then we probably have not as many questions, because you guys would get to ask them more often.
And the one thing that I'm kind of uneasy about with doing live streams, at least as far apart as we do them, is we get a lot of the same questions.
Yeah.
Where I like getting into, like this conversation we just had about raising your kids and work ethic. That's the type of stuff that I enjoy talking about.
That's why I don't ask for Q&As a lot. Or when I do, we end up not doing them because we just get the same questions.
It's the same stuff all the time.
We love you guys, but you gotta think bigger.
Yeah.
We do have like basic Q&As. So like if you're asking any of those basic questions in our Get to Know Us playlist, I think there's like a lot of those like basic question Q&As that you can go to find out those answers. So if you're ever curious about like more basic questions for us, like how we started to vlog or things like that, then definitely check out that playlist, because that will fill you in with those.
Yep.
We appreciate that you guys ask the questions. And we appreciate that you guys spent the last like 2 hours with us.
Yeah. Well.
But if we do these regularly, you guys got to give us some like good, deep, hearty questions. Or maybe we'll do like themes or something.
Yeah.
And you guys can ask questions on those specific like topics or something.
That's a good one. And
Aries.
So we're going to call it a night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining us. This has been a blast, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.